Jay Williams. And Jay, as an East Coast guy, you've traveled the globe. You can appreciate the thirst and the passion of these fans.
There's no doubt about it. It lives here in Philadelphia. And how about only a couple of years ago, this team had just won 28 games. Now we're talking about them potentially winning an NBA championship.
They've waited a long time, and now perhaps comes the reward. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Nope, first one does not go. Off the mark, and a putback. Slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
George smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
George misfires. It's no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
And he's going to the free throw line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Leonard. Nice pass to set things up.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
And the front court comes Simmons. Leads 4 to Tobias Harris. George lets it fly. Paul George. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Simmons. Not that time. George. He was all over him. To Simmons. Leonard to George. Going to launch beyond the arc. His first quarter struggles from deep continue. It's no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Substitution being made in this one. Simmons passed it off. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Sixers have it.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Tobias Harris above the rim.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back. Everybody communicated. Everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
His first effort off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Simmons into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Leonard. He engulfed him that time.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Harris to Simmons. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. To Leonard. Al Horford with a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Number 42, Al Horford.
Leonard. They'll get it down low to Harrell. 3 seconds is the call. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Philadelphia. Stepping in for Los Angeles, number 4.
Sixers controlling. To Embiid. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Now pass stolen by the Sixers. To Richardson. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Ah, the element of surprise on multiple fronts there. Well played.
To Harkless. Scores from the post.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Joel Embiid. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
The assist from number 20.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To Embiid. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Embiid is such an outlier. There's nothing normal about him, nor does he want anything to be normal about him, which is even scarier with a guy with that kind of talent who possesses that type of mentality. A guy that big, that dominant down low, that boy different.
Richardson. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Time for some new personnel into the game.
For the Los Angeles Clippers, number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
Leonard. Now that's a contest. Richardson. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
The assist from number 21, Joel Embiid.
17-footer at the buzzer. Final shot of the period, almost. It would have counted, but no good. Time's run out here in the first quarter. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. It's the Clippers with the possession now. George, not easy. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively, he makes those clutch shots. It re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
George can't get the bounce. Richardson. Oh, a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Louis Williams. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
No good and no foul.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chipping.
Williams into the front court. His team down 9. George knocks it down.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
I got him. Here we go. Match up, match up, match up.
To Paul George. Strong finish for Paul George.
And that transition offense was flawless. When guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency, you heard me correctly, a sense of urgency, you will get a great shot every possession.
Joel Embiid off the mark. The follow won't go either. To Williams for three. That won't go. To Embiid. Kicks it outside. Josh Richardson buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jacking back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Timeout called here by the Clippers, as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Substitutions, LA.
That's a 5-second violation.
Los Angeles.
Even to Zubats. Swats it. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Simmons with it. Up 5. To Horford. Kawhi Leonard snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
George can't connect. It's no good. Here's Simmons with it up top. Looking to make something happen.
Oh, that's a mismatch. That's a mismatch.
There it is. Al Horford. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
Shot from the lane won't go. Sixers have the basketball. And he knocks it down, Jay.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Good. Off a spin.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you, me and you.
To Tobias Harris. Gets it in the right corner. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there, but see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
This opportunity to thank the fans who volunteered at our recent food run. We couldn't have done it without your support. If you would like to participate in an upcoming event, you can register at our team website for more details.
Ben Simmons sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Paul George rejects it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Kawhi Leonard and strokes it.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Philadelphia with the basketball.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, you got the screen right, screen right, screen right.
Simmons driving, but a shot no good. George, well defended.
Come on, D.
From long range. And the rebound taken in by George. That's it for the first half. The 76ers have the lead. Tight game through the first two quarters as we resume play here in the third.
My ball.
Slams it down.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds it inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Simmons with it. Lead is 2 to Horford. Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
A simple touch foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Simmons to Richardson. And the Clippers able to clear the board. Paul George. Now a steal by Philly.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
Horford. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Beverly into the front court. His group now down 2. Count the basket at the rim.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
Harris, bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Neck and neck. They couldn't get anything on that possession. Let's see if we can get a bucket in transition.
And the rebound taken down by Harris. Richardson can't go down. Smothering defense. Beverly into the front court. Our score all even in this third quarter. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
There you go. Finally. Shoot your shot.
Into the front court comes Simmons. He'll run the offense. Fires the 3, drills the 3.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Beverly into the front court. His guys now down by a point. Leonard. Oh, that's how it's done.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
And the finish, slam dunk.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Sixers control it. Simmons. The pass taken away by the Clippers. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal. Leonard to George. And a throwdown.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Simmons into the front court. The deficit is 6. To Paul George. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Sixers call for time as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
Have you considered a luxury box for your next group event? Availability is limited, so you must act now. Visit our team website for more details.
To Simmons.
2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Horford. Not that time. He missed it.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Simmons. To Horford. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Patrick Beverly. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender did.
Smooth part of his game. Al Horford drills the catch-and-shoot 3.
Oh, okay. I don't see any more phantom screens like I did in the first half. I actually see people being hit, which opens up three-point shooters to operate off those screens. It's all coming together.
Embiid. Another chance. And a putback slam.
He usually pays his bills doing things around the perimeter. Nice work right there around the rim.
Leonard buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
It's plain and it's simple. The difference between a winning team and a losing organization is the fact that their ability to finish plays. You have to find a way defensively to finish these type of plays to win this game.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Simmons with it. His guys trail by 10. And Josh Richardson, zero hesitation on that one. Buries the 3.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
2 points.
Here's Simmons with it up top. His guys down by 9. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. It remains Sixers basketball. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Horford. That misses with 3 seconds left. Third quarter comes to an end, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers.